Hello, welcome to another update video. Aiden, so soon? It's only been like a week or two. Yes, but this is different. So this is basically a schedule, so I was just talking about what's happening in October, because we did I probably mentioned it like throughout all the series that we're gonna be doing like a celebratory October month. It's something we did last year and I'm excited to do it again. Basically, just to get the quick rundown, for the whole month of October, there will be a bonus episode every day. So that's right, 2 episodes a day, besides Saturdays, because I usually don't have a regularly scheduled episode there. So yeah, you get basically a little more than double the Aiden. I don't know if anyone needs more, that much more content from me, but it's there, you know. Both because lets you kind of spread out your wins. Sorry, is that loud? Music courtesy of my OST mix on my channel. Aiden, you never update it. I try to update 1 to 3 songs every time I use it, so it's slow but steady. But anyways, yeah, basically bonus episodes, and it will not interrupt your main schedule. So if you're a Higurashi viewer or a Rant viewer, you know, you're like, oh Aiden, I'm glad you're having fun, but I still want my Higurashi or Rants. Don't worry, because these videos will be posted at midnight my time, you know, because also it's kind of spooky, haha, spooky. So basically 12 hours after the main scheduled video is out. So like basically every 12 hours a new video. And yeah, it doesn't really fit with our channel's theme of anime variety stuff, since it's mainly horror, but as you may or may not know, I am a huge horror fan. It's like one of my favorite genres ever, and I'm fairly new to horror video games. It's like a whole new medium to explore horror, so I'm very excited to like get into it, because I get very scared easily in video games when I'm like basically excuse me, immune in for movies and books and stuff. So I don't know, it's just a fun thing, you know, maybe spread out our wings, get some different audience people checking out the channel, and it's just a fun thing, you know, no pressure in checking any of the series out, obviously, since it's not exactly the average stuff you would find on this channel. But if you do find something interesting, feel free to check it out. It's a fun thing. And if we're still doing this next year with the channel, I definitely want to do another October month like this. So for this portion of the video, I just want to kind of give a rough schedule. Like, I'm not going to tell you the exact days, but like the order of the series, just in case you want to check it out exactly. Like, check it out, I guess. Yeah, also it's good to note that since, you know, a whole bonus month of episodes, I'm obviously not doing it like on the same day or whatever. Like, basically all of it is pre-recorded. So obviously if you're like an expert in the game and you're like, oh Aiden, don't forget this thing, then if I forget it, you'll be like, Aiden, why didn't you pick up this thing? And then I'll be like, sorry dude, I played it in like June or something. So yeah, but you know, feel free to comment whatever, I'll still be happy to discuss it. So for the first week, I believe it's 7 days. Like, so basically the main chunk of the month is three game playthroughs, and then we finish off the month with 4 short games, each having their own video. There's a movie reaction. I think I haven't done it yet, but I will. My top 10 horror movies for this year. Not like horror movies made in 2021, but movies that I personally watched. Like, it can be from any year, but what I watched in 2021. And I have a highlight video to wrap it up, you know, some of the best moments of the month. Kind of like what we did in well, a couple months ago. But anyways, let's actually get to the schedule. Heavy stalling, I know. So the first playthrough we did is a game called Helltaker. Now this was like kind of my top out, because when I first started, I'm like, oh, I want to play horror games, but I don't want to be scared. So I chose a game that's not really a horror game, but it's kind of horror themed. It's basically a puzzle game. It's very popular. It's a free puzzle game, extremely well received on Steam. Very anime aesthetic, so I thought it would also kind of be fitting for the channel. It's basically a game where your protagonist goes to hell to make a harem of demon girls, so funny. It has some good humor. The puzzles are all, I don't know the word for the puzzles, but I'm just gonna reference 999 since there was a puzzle similar to what they do, where basically there's a map, you have your character, and you need to get to the goal in a certain amount of turns. You probably know what I'm talking about if you see it. I think I have like 6 or 7 episodes plus the review for that, so that'll take out the first chunk. It's a very fun game. Lets me flex my puzzle knowledge. Puzzles are really interesting because I never did puzzles when I was younger. So like when I first started doing puzzles on the channel, I was so shit and it was like really embarrassing. But I've been progressively getting better, you know, playing 999 helped, and some other games in the past, so it's a very interesting playthrough. The game itself is good, cute, and funny. And I think I do decent on the puzzles. It's just that even though it's a puzzle game, there are boss battles that are reflexes, and my reflexes are so bad, dude. It turns into a psychological horror game because I don't think, probably the highlight of the playthrough is how hard I lose it. Like I rage so much in like the boss battles. Like I don't think I've ever raged that hard in my life. Maybe as a kid playing a video game, but I don't even remember. It's kind of cringy. But like my rage is like, I don't know, to me it's funny because since I don't really rage a lot, I didn't know what I was expecting, but like my rage just feels like really passive aggressive. Like I don't actually yell, I'm just like god damn it, oh my god, please, I'm gonna become the Joker. Stupid stuff like that. So it's pretty entertaining. So if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to check that out. Again, it's very anime aesthetic, so I thought it might be a nice fit for the channel. Not very scary, but like I said, it gets scary because I lose my brain. But the next series we have is Dread Out. Now I say this in the playthrough, but it's not a completely blind playthrough because I actually played half of the game, because when it released there was only like half of it out, then they patched it in. And also, don't look for it, but a long time ago Aiden tried to do a YouTube channel without really a direction like I did with this one, and I did play a little Dread Out there, but that's super stuffed early Aiden. You can probably find it if you try hard enough, but like, what's the point? So it's not like it's like a half blind playthrough, but to be fair, I like just remembered the story basically and some major components of the first half, so it was still pretty new. But yeah, it's a survival horror game. 3D, Indonesian based, so a lot of Indonesian folktale monsters and stuff, which is very, very cool because I do think Southeast Asian countries have really good folktale monsters, so it's pretty fun to go through. And yeah, this is probably like it's also one of the only 3D horror games that I've ever beaten. Because like under my repertoire, if you look at the horror games, a lot of them are like 2D RPG games. So it's like it's not the, like I say in the playthrough, this is the first 3D horror full game that I'm gonna beat, like not a short game. Which was actually a lie, because I actually did beat the BioShock series when I was younger, so I kind of forgot about that. But so this is like the second this is the first non-BioShock horror game that I beat. That's a full-length 3D game. And if you're looking for horror, this is probably the spookiest series I play through. Like I think I stream like once an episode. So if you're looking for the Spooks, it's there. The gameplay, it's a pretty fun game. You know, there's some bugginess and stuff, but it's a good time. So I would recommend that too. That's probably the more horror game out of the 3 games. Like the most horror-y. That sounds not good. But no, fun game. But and before we get to our 3rd series, we actually have our movie reaction in the middle of that. And yes, what is our movie reaction? What horror movie are we gonna choose? I mean, I think I already spoiled it before in previous stuff, but we're watching the live action adaptation of Dread Out. Not Higurashi, I'm sorry. Which was, I don't know, I just thought it would be funny because I had a great time playing Dread Out, and when I saw a live movie reaction, I thought it would be a good meme. Now, I'll be honest, is it like a great movie? No. Is it a good movie? Maybe. It's not like it's not the scariest movie ever, but it is fun, you know, if you know about Dread Out. And to be honest, even if you don't watch the Dread Out series, I think the movie is very watchable since it has like almost nothing to do with the main game series besides like a few callbacks, but it's like a completely different story. So if you're not really a video game watcher, then this might be something you can still participate in. But yeah, it's an alright movie. We have fun memeing around with it though, so but yes, 3rd series, we play Harvester's Downfall Remake 2016. Now I don't want to gush about this game too much, but it's really hard not to. I absolutely love this game. It's really funny because I was actually gonna be playing Little Nightmares, but I was having recording trouble, so I was like, oh fuck it, I guess I'll just look through my library and find something else. And then I'm like, oh yeah, Downfall, isn't that the sequel to The Cat Lady, a game we played last year that I said was one of the best games I've ever played? Like, I don't know how I forgot about it, but it is so good. I think it's honestly just a case of a game being like just perfectly in sync of what you want in a story. Like everyone has like something they would like favor, and this game just hits all the boxes. I absolutely love this game. I love the Cat Lady. I love this. I don't know if I like this more than the Cat Lady, but I really do adore it. It's easily my favorite non-main series of the channel, you know, beating out the likes of Doki Doki, 999, The Letter, easily. Now, I'm not gonna say it's better than Rants or Higurashi. Actually, I will say it's better than Rants so far. Don't get your pitchforks out. I know I'm only counting the Rants games we played on the channel, so up to 4.2. And I mean, I'm in the middle playing 4.2, so I think it's definitely better than Rants right now, but I know there's some bangers there, so I'm not calling it. And I'm not gonna say it's better than Higurashi, but I think, honestly, in my heart, they're kind of comparable, which is like huge praise, because I absolutely love Higurashi. I know I'm hyping this a lot, and it's not just for the playthrough. Like, if you're not interested in watching me play video games, then like, just put this on your watch list or whatever. Not the video, like the gameplay. The game, sorry. Put that on your wish list, because it is so good. And it's so awkward, because like I want to recommend it to everyone, but I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, just because it's a weird ass game. But yeah, you're like, Aiden, you're hyping this up so much. What is it? So it's basically Downfall is a series of games. I believe there's 3. We played The Cat Lady last year, and this is a sequel to it. I actually went into the game thinking it was going to be a prequel, because that's what people said, but this is like a remake of the old game, and the old game was a prequel, but the remake has a lot of tie-ins to The Cat Lady, and the ending is like very much related to The Cat Lady, so I will say, watching The Cat Lady or playing The Cat Lady is probably the preferred experience before getting into Downfall. Luckily, I have a playthrough of that on my channel if you're interested. But it's not completely necessary. it'll just be a little confusing whenever I reference the cat lady, and the ending's gonna be kind of abrupt. But no, it's a great game. It's an adventure game. It's not a point and click game, but like it basically is. That's what I'm talking about with adventure, like side scrolling. In this game, you use the keyboard instead of the mouse to point and click, basically. But it's basically in the same vein. It has horror aesthetics, but it's not like super scary, like Dread Out. I will say it's probably scarier than Cat Lady for me, personally. It also has a lot of black comedy. Like I think it's really funny. And the soundtrack's killer. We're actually listening to the Cat Lady soundtrack right now. Let me put on a downfall banger on my OST mix. This sounds good. But yeah, I like when I was doing the review for the game, I literally had no no negative complaints at all. It's so good. The story is great. The characters are interesting. Maybe you won't love them, but I love broken and bad characters like Takano. I know probably some people in the Higurashi community just can't like Takano. I freaking love her. So there's Takano-esque characters in the game. Love the story. I thought the ending was actually beautiful. It's basically like, because I played this a couple weeks ago, so it's been marinating in my head like fine wine. It's something that is very dear to my heart, and I cannot recommend it enough to you people. So if you want to check that out, feel free. Again, it's not exactly like what you might think a horror game is. Like I still think Dread Out is probably the most horror game, but it's actually artwork. It's like so movie-esque. It's great, even for non-gamers like myself. I'm pretty much a non-gamer. Like I only play video games on the channel nowadays, so I love it. I'll stop. I've been talking about it way too much, but it is so good. And I will definitely play the third installment of the series probably next year. I mean, I said that, I don't know how. Like I said, like after I literally said during the Cat Lady, like this is one of the best games I've ever played, and I just kind of forgot about it. Not anymore. Now that the floodgates are open, I'm like, oh man, the Cat Lady was so good. So we'll see. I don't know. Once the letter's done and we have the secondary slot, I might play that too. Though I have like some other games, I might put in there. So we'll see. But it is great. I again wholeheartedly recommend at least like giving the series a try. Again, it doesn't even need to be my playthrough. My playthrough's probably stuffed. I meme too much at the end, but yeah. Anyways, great game. And that concludes the 3 series. After that, we go... I don't know the exact order post the 3 series. Maybe I'll do my top 10 movies just to get them before Halloween, just in case you actually want to check one or a couple of them out. Just to give you time. I don't know if you need like a Halloween movie to watch, if the Dread Out movie reaction isn't to your interest or liking, or satisfies your horror need. Because I know most people aren't horror fanatics like me, and probably do watch like 1 or 2 horror movies in October though, because you know it's kind of just, it's the month to do it, right? But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do our short games. We have 4 of them. Okay, what were the 4 games? One was called Security Booth. That was alright. It was pretty tense, but like not overtly scary. One was The Keeper, which was probably my favorite of the bunch. One was a platformer, the Serena Expedition. And one was Undercurrent. Okay, I remembered all of them. I will say I kind of stuffed up the recordings for those, because I feel like a lot of them were kind of lazy, because I all recorded them in one night, so I didn't bother checking if anything was wrong. So it's not the best viewing experience for those games. Luckily though, The Keeper, which was my favorite game, had like 0 lag, and Undercurrent, which was my least favorite of the bunch, had like the most light, so it kind of just worked out in the end. And the light's not unbearable. It's not like slideshow light. If it was slideshow light, I would definitely just cut it out and play something else, but they're all watchable, I think. So yeah, that's happening. Oh yeah, I did fuck up the schedule a bit because I forgot to take into account the Dread Out movie review. So I'll be posting that probably on a Saturday, since Saturdays are usually free anyways from the main schedule stuff. And we'll round out the week with the highlight reel. Now, it's not as clean as my first highlight reel. I was kind of lazy because my first highlight reel was so clean, bro. Like, we had 10 clips and it was 10 minutes long. So I was very controlled. This one I was like not controlled at all. Like, there's long ass clips, so my bad. It's like a 20-minute video, but just some good moments, you know. If you're not really interested in the horror month experience, you can always just check out the highlight reel at the end. Maybe you'll see something funny and maybe it'll reconvince you, or you can just, you know, get a glimpse of what happened this month. But yeah, this was a long ass video. Sorry. But yeah, that's basically the schedule. Hopefully anyone watching enjoys it, or if you check it out, then thank you. If not, then like I said, everything normal will be happening. You know, Higurashi will be on, rants will be on, so nothing out of the ordinary. It's just basically a bonus for people interested, and maybe like it'll bring some new people in, maybe. But yeah, that's it for all for me tonight. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you there, maybe. Or if not, just see you around. But yeah, bye, thank you.